Good day everyone, this is Dankaert Lexicon. Today I'm making a quick video because Dankaert is in the process of editing a new episode of Radio Retro Future right now for some pleb called Carl Jackson. So before that interview is up, let me tell you something about a product some of you cosplayers may be interested in. Maybe you've heard about it but have not had a chance to try it out, or maybe you just thought it was not worth the risk of attempting to print yourself in 3D. This is a little sculpture made of me by the people of InnoFabriek who had a little stand at Elfia this year. So, did they manage to capture the magnificence that is me? First off, I had no experience with this process of 3D printing, so I did it kind of for the gimmick to see what the process is like and what the result is. Basically what they do is take a body scan that in this case took about 4 seconds of my valuable time. But I allowed them to make 2 additional ones just to make sure they captured my greatness appropriately. The next step was basically to go to their website. I got a coupon code which I could fill in, and with that I could retrieve my images. Basically what you do is to select the one you like best. As you can see, there are plenty of colors in the sculpture. It actually tries to capture the hues in the clothing, in the face as well. What they do is basically print with chalk, and so add different colors to that chalk as they spray the layer. I'm not sure how long the process is, but considering this technology is not that old, it's already quite detailed, and it's very interesting to see where this technique is going in the future. You do have to count on it. Right now it's very coarse, it's very sandy, as you can hear how coarse the surface is. The thing is, with this particular scan, usually they do these kinds of things for companies like employees, stuff like that. People can also do them on wedding cakes if you're into that kind of thing. Or you could basically make rather large gaming miniatures of yourself. This particular example is 10 centimeters, but you can also get them from 7.5 centimeters. It's like 2.5 inches, I think. There are limits to what they can make with the body scans. For example, you probably can't see it here, but there are supposed to be 4 antennas, and only there are 2 little stumps instead. Also, of course, there was a wire supposed to run from the arm to the neck. Also, that ain't visible. And some of the detailing, which you probably won't be able to see with this camera, but it's kind of vague, but it's still there. Also, you will find there are some white spots, nothing that can be fixed with a little bit of paint, but it's something you may want to be aware of. Also, one thing about this entire process is it's a 3D sculpture. It photographs everything about your costume. For example, the color of my coat is not that tidy in this picture. As a matter of fact, I would say if you want to do this, go with a friend so they can properly fix your costume. Just to get those things right, so you won't be embarrassed when you get the final product in the mail. There are a lot of companies that do. When you Google stuff like 3D print yourself or 3D sculptures, you can find a lot of companies just in the Netherlands alone. So you won't have to worry about there not being one near you. Also, they make the pictures either on location or at their studio, and then they mail it to your home address. Also, you can order the 3D prints they made with them. I think in my case it cost about 20 euros and you got the same 3D print as I'm holding right here. So you can print yourself with your own 3D printer, although it will not be as detailed, of course, as this. It's basically a very low-res picture of yourself in 3 dimensions. I like it. I'm very curious where it will go in the future, so I might make one more in a year to see if there's any real improvement compared to what it is. But do it with somebody else, just to make sure the costume is the way you want it to be. So it does not, you do not get stuff like this where flaps are hanging the wrong way, stuff like that. Very interesting. Yes, I hope this was informative for you. Goodbye.